Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back. It's me again, Chameleon Girl Gina, and today, as you can see in the title, I'm going to show you guys how I go about making a box cake taste just like it came from a bakery. The first thing that you will need is a box cake mix. So in this case, I'm using yellow because I'm doing a yellow cake with chocolate icing, okay? And so then you will also need 1 box of pudding, and quite frankly it doesn't matter if it is cook and serve or it is instant. And then you will need your 3 eggs. Now how we're going to go about achieving the fresh baked from a bakery type of cake is this. Instead of us asking what the cake mix requires or asked of us, which is 1 cup of water, we're not going to do that. We're going to use about 2/3 cup of water instead. So we'll go ahead and we'll just pour that into our cake mix quickly. Now then, you will take your 3 eggs. That is standard on the box, okay? And then after that, you will take your oil, and instead of doing 1/2 cup of oil, we'll actually be doing, and I'm measuring it because I know some of y'all like measurements. So anyway, instead of that, we'll go ahead and we'll do 1 cup of oil. I prefer a vegetable oil for my cake recipes. So you're just kind of switching it around when it comes to how much water versus the other. Then what I like to do is go ahead and just take a wet paper towel. Okay guys, so now what I'll do is just go ahead and take a 9 by 13 inch pan just for this particular cake. And then I will take some of my Crisco, and I'll use the wet paper towel to make sure it's pliable enough and it's going to be movable and then not making a total mess of things. And I'll just take it and I'll just rub it all through the pan like you typically would. I am not the type of person who really is into cooking spray because I'm always thinking that's running a risk of having it to stick at the bottom. And what you could do is you can actually use the method that I'm showing you guys today for any brand of cake mix. Like I said, my preference is Pillsbury, but you can use it for any brand of cake mix. And you just want to make sure you're hitting every single corner really, really good with your oil, okay? Yeah, and so then if you want to make a chocolate cake, you can use these substitutions. If you wanted to make anything but a coconut cake, I would not add the pudding to. So then we'll take the package of the pudding, and we'll just open that up. And I won't pour the whole thing in here. I'm thinking that I just want 2/3. So anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll pour that down in there. So that's about 2/3, okay? So there now. And then after that, now that your pan is oiled, we'll take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of flour, and we will put it into our pan. This step is very important because we just want to make sure, like I said, that your cake is not stuck to the bottom of it. And so because I'm high altitude, what I do is with the remaining amount, and I don't always do this, but you can, with the remaining amount of flour that's in your pan, you could let a little bit fall into your cake mix. So then we'll go ahead and mix this up as instructed on the box. Okay guys, so now we'll go ahead and pour, and this is the consistency. You want to be thicker than you normally would be. Okay, so what you're going to do is go ahead and of course, place it into the cake pan, the floured cake pan, okay? So after it's in there, what you want to do is just kind of level it out. And like I said, if your mix is going to be thicker than it would be on average. So level it as good as possible. Okay, so now we're gonna pop it in the oven. The cake mix says to bake your cake on 350 degrees for, let's see how long it says on the cake pan. I don't really go by it, 34 to 38 minutes. But in our case, we're gonna turn the temperature down and we're gonna bake it on 325 instead, because it's a dense cake. It's not gonna be as easy to cook. What can happen is you cook it at the 325 for those amount of minutes, then it's gonna be looking really nice and brown. Middle will be like pudding. So that's not what we want to happen. So let's go ahead and pop it in the oven, bring it out, flip it. Okay, so then I just take me some, in this case, I'm gonna use in the container tonight, but I do like the Betty Crocker milk chocolate. Any brand of milk chocolate that you want to use is up to you. But I prefer milk chocolate, not dark chocolate or anything. So then I just take it and I begin to like dump it. You'll probably use almost all of the container of frosting. So we're gonna see what I do. And then you begin to, you're kind of like bringing it down. And it's not a hard thing to accomplish, but you definitely want to, it may take just a little bit of time to get it down to where you're pleased with it. If this is your first time, but I'm going to show you guys how we kind of do it in my household. I've been doing it like this since I was a kid making cakes. So you just want to, because I don't like it extra over thick, but thick enough. So you want to fully cover your cake. Okay. I don't like a real thick frosting. I like it thick enough to taste it, but not where it's overpowering the cake, because that can happen as well. And then I just take a little bit more. And I'm going to show you guys a couple different ways that you can frost your cake. So that's one of many ways. I think that looks pretty. I'll show you another way. But yeah, you could change it up while the frosting is to where it can move around a little bit, or you just want to drag your knife or your instrument when it goes to smoothing things out. So you could do something like that. Okay, so anyway, then, or I could take a butter knife and I could just swirl it. as you guys can see, hopefully you can see the direction of my hand. Oh. Okay, and then I just go over. Okay, and then you do your last row. And then that's it. So you're just on this last one that I'm showing you guys, you're just overlapping. You're merely overlapping. I like that one. Oh, that looks like beach waves. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this beautiful cake. It is that time. And we're just looking at, first of all, the softness of it. Because we want it to be a little spongy. And then when you remove it, you don't want cake droppings all over the place. The reason why I say that is because if you guys can see, you want it to be just very spongy. Okay, so that's it. And then I'm gonna cut me a piece. I'm gonna go and enjoy it. Downstairs or somewhere, we're predicting a tornado. So anyway, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm gonna enjoy my cake in the basement under the table. So thank you for watching. God bless. Enjoy your day.